How are you guys doing? Welcome back. Today is January 25th, 2022. It's been a minute. I missed you more than you probably missed me. That's okay. I actually had a, not a cyst, well, I guess it was a cyst. I had a eye problem. I think it may still be irritating me. My face was super puffy. I didn't want to gross anybody out, so I just took a few days off. It's not fully healed, but I wanted to come back, so here I am. If you are new, my name's Evan. Welcome, aka John Staunton.
Pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang!
AKA Chef Boyar Swing.
Hey, Mambo Italia.
AKA Bruce Springsteen. I'm going to edit those together greatly. Don't worry about that. This is By the Bulls Trading, the only YouTube channel that teaches you, encourages you, and wants you just to take your stock trading just by the Bulls. Let's get it. If you are brand new to stock trading, I have a free course for you. It's 25 parts. It's on my YouTube page. You can find it very easily. It's in a playlist form. Go check it out. It's there for you to use. Any questions, comments, concerns, please leave those in the videos. I'd love to respond back to all comments. I always do because I have no life. Secondly, again, the Discord trial is still available. The 1850 25% off deal is still going as well. Not going to harp on it. If you've been here a lot, you know what's going on. Check it out. I don't want to waste any much time. More importantly is, again, I have 75 and some change hundred subs. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for being part of this community. I don't have the power to fight off the Zip Charlies and the Meet Kevins and that really handsome guy with long hair, I don't know his name, and the Rainer Taos. I like Rainer a lot though, he's just really good. I actually like all of them, but I can't compete with the YouTube algorithms. So again, if you enjoyed this content, it wouldn't mean the world to me. It does help me quite a lot. One, with my confidence, which is tied directly to this, and two, my channel's actual health. A like, a subscribe, and a comment. You know, comment maybe like how you're doing today. I'll respond. Maybe comment about what your pet's name is. I don't care. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to like, comment, and then of course subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna encourage you to do this by giving you weird eye contact for the next 5 seconds to scroll down, get off my stupid face. So you have 5 seconds starting now.
Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact.
Thanks. So that being said, 8 great plays for you today. I decided to do 4 longs and 4 shorts. That way, if you are, I don't know where the market's going. One, don't trade. If you have no idea where the market's going and you're nervous, there's no pressure to trade. But if you do have a strong conviction for short or a strong conviction for long, I've given you equal opportunity to check out these stocks thereof. With that being said, 8 great picks. Let's get right into it. Thanks again for being here. First is ACN. This is a long trade. We can see already it's getting close to breaking this trend line. That would be concerning if the support area wasn't so strong already. We can see that this $66 range bounces like clockwork really, really well. And this trend just shows great higher lows across the board. It has a history consolidating, moving up, consolidating. We can go back in time real quick and see again. Consolidates, moves up, consolidates, comes down. It has great, really good consolidation periods and really great ascension periods. And we may be seeing a consolidation period right here as it gathers some force. We can also see earnings just happened. It has its first dividend in a while. It's pretty good. Overall, it's a really nice low risk entry, right? Let's just zoom on in here, right? If it breaks down tomorrow off the trend line, it's only 2%. If you break the support, it's 2.5%. A nice move here is already 4.5%. That itself is 2 to 1, if not 3 to 1. A good move, which is probably this area, is almost a 4 to 1, and up here is almost a 6 to 1. Overall, very low risk entry. Really great play for a quick scalp, especially a quick swing. Hold it for a day or two, make 3 or 4%, get out or put a take profit order. In this kind of market, you gotta be quick about that. Overall, I love what I see for a very easy go long play here. Let's check the indicators. What's so cool about this channel, besides being my gross eye, is that I don't use indicators to scan with or chart with. A lot of beginners are going to rely on indicators far too much, like a crutch, or just like it's their whole entire trading plan. You should use them for sure, but it only shows you 4 things: momentum, trend, volume, and volatility. That's it. And so these are the things that help us enter, exit a play, goal set, plan this trade, trade that plan. But it should be the icing while the technical analysis is the cake. So the EMA lines that we use, the vortex, the stochastic, and RSI that we use help us enter, exit, all that. But it is only reliant upon the technical analysis. With that being said, if you are new to trading, you'll see live what our veteran sees, or I guess half sees because I can't see on the side right now. It's all good to go. Let's check it out. I'll stop harping about my gross eye. All right, so first thing is our EMA lines. The 10 is blue, the 50 is purple, the 200 is red. Off the bat, would I wait for a crossover? Not really. We're waiting for almost a 4% increase to get over the 10. That's 1/3 of your maximum profit I look for here. That's definitely not worth it. What it does show is we have a great value. Now again, if the 50 crosses the 200, at that point you're maybe looking to have a nice short, slash that's going to be probably your best value when this gets close to it. But right here, it's just a really good value. You can enter a stock for a beginner in two major ways. One's value, two is momentum. A value entry is simple. The price has gone low enough and you go, I want to buy low, sell high. You should understand that to some degree, right? You're buying into value. The second is momentum. I use the EMA lines to show momentum. You can cross an EMA line and use like the 10, 20, 30, 100, whatever it is. You cross the EMA line, SMA line, doesn't matter. That shows that, and you can then buy in the momentum, use the EMA line as a stop loss. I'm sure 9 out of 10 of these today are not going to have that because of the sell-off. But again, that's how you enter stocks usually. ACM is a great value entry. Bulls are low, RSI is low. Stochastic is low. I'm not saying it's a divergence off the bat, but I am at the same time. This is a flat bottom. You know, it's the opposite of, you know, that Queen song. If you know what I'm talking about, you know, girl, good song. That was dumb. And this is a really good lower low here, right? So this is definitely a small bullish divergence happening, and then bulls are low, bears are high right here. Overall, if I'm going long tomorrow, which again, in this market, I'm being very cautious of. I have risk management built in. ACM is a great one to look out for. I think it's a really good low risk, high reward play. Get in, get out quickly, make 3 or 4%. If the market's down 2 and you're up 3, 5% difference, what more do you want? ACM, I'd watchlist it. I do love what I see. Next is AXTA, another go long one. This is a gorgeous ascending triangle. Why is that? Folks at 23 off of the gap. That's where the pattern came from. A lot of gaps form patterns. Off this gap here, we can see folks said, hey, it's a fair price. They then pushed it all the way to 33. And then folks said, hey, actually 26 is fair. Pushed it all the way to 33. And now they're saying, hey, 29 is a fair price all the way up there. Of course, there's more moves in there. That's the macro market. But AXTA here, if you don't think the trend line's valid, which I'm pretty sure it is, it has 3 great hits. It's off of gap, which is nice. You have the support play at $28 here. Right? Anywhere from here to the volume profile line is gorgeous. And what's that mean being at $29.46? You have to show some patience if you want a support play. You have to give it 2-3 days at least, maybe the next week. AXT needs to fall to you. Patience is almost more important as boredom, right? A lot of folks FOMO in. More folks actually boredom in. So again, if this is a good play to you with the support play, be patient, right? Otherwise, this is a really good looking play off this trend line. The POC is the highest volume node. It's our strongest support. We're bouncing there as well. Overall, great trend, great support. Showing some life here already today. Made a move of about 4%, and now it's kind of settling out here. Am I rushing into a sell-off that's been about 15%? No, I'm not. But I think it's a great one to watch. And maybe there's a momentum play here, but overall, a really good value nonetheless. Let's check the indicators together. Can I wait for a 10 cross? You can. It's 2%, and you're going for a most 12, so 1/6 of your maximum profit over the next few weeks. Is not ideal in these market conditions, in my opinion. I'd go into value. We have value because, again, all these are low. And again, we have value because bulls are low, stochastic is low, and bulls are low, bears are high. The sellers are getting exhausted. Folks are going to buy in eventually. If the macro markets reverse as well, AXTA should hopefully follow suit as well. Overall, that and ACM so far, great long stocks. I love what I see. I'd watch them, and I'd definitely check them out this week or later next week. Aha. Next is BKR, our first short of the day. The reason being, that is one hell of a wedge up. And again, that's very much a wedge up here. Why is that important to understand? Because wedge ups do what, ladies and gentlemen? They break down like I do every night before bed. No, but the stocks that wedge up like this, the megaphone's opposite, it's going up like this. It goes up, 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 and then it usually breaks down. BKR here, off of earnings, is getting real volatile. And every time it has earnings, what to do? Crash, crash, crash. It gets real volatile and it always overcorrects. I think it's gone into earnings way too high and it's getting way too overvalued and it wants to come back down. Again, would I go long on BKR? Well, I did. I called it down here, made a nice move. But up here, the wedge, the lack of volume, it's really overbought here. And again, on the 10-year chart, we can see it's just getting higher and higher here. It wants to eventually break down. And again, what's the risk here of going short? I could risk 3% at most, probably 2 and be fine, to make about 17 or 18% for a full move. BKR, easy wedge up. I want to see break down like a great metal song. When it comes to our EMA lines and our indicators, waiting for a 10 cross is very logical. Right, that's momentum. It crashes 2%, it goes beneath the 10 EMA line. Use this area then as a stop loss as it goes beneath the 50, hopefully. That's a fine momentum play, because every time we lose the 10 up top, what happens? It comes down. Lose that 10, what happens? It comes down. Up top again. Loses that, it comes down, right? So waiting for that's fine, but overall, it's a really good overbought signal. RSI at 60, fairly overbought. Stochastic, super high. Overbought. Bulls are high, bears are low. I mean, I think BKR in 2 or 3 weeks of red will be a fantastic trade to go long if it holds that trend line. But overall, it seems like it's getting exhausted. It's overbought. Overall, I want to see it drop. BKR, easy short if you're bearish in the market to me for a low risk, high reward entry. And again, with all my shorts, don't hold them more than 3 or 4 days. Even in this kind of market, I'm really nervous to go short for, big spikes. You don't want to ruin your whole entire career. But BKR, I'd watch list it. I love what I see. Next is CNX, the same exact setup, but more newly formed. It's a nice wedge up again, right? We have nice tightening going on here, consolidating. And look how strong of a resistance this volume profile line is and this resistance is. And we're right there, right? It's not showing any strength. This is a definite lower high, and it's making hopefully going to be a lower low here. Overall, when I start shorting here, no, I'd probably wait till about 15.20, 15.30. Anywhere in here, risk 2 or 3% for a nice breakdown of hopefully 11 or 12. Again, same exact setup. The trend line is starting to get beat down. It's getting hit way more often. These moves are becoming more erratic. There's no volume up here. It's really not showing any strength. I think when it gets to about 15.20, 15.30 tomorrow, it's a good spot to start shorting in my opinion. When it comes to our indicators, it's already lost the 50 and it's trying to push back above it. If you break above the 50 tomorrow, you just wait. You just wait, right? Because it's going to go up a little bit higher. But as soon as that 50 holds as a resistance, what happens? Crash, right? Let's not hit that button, idiot. You lose the 50, what happens? Crash. So if we do hold the 50 tomorrow, if we're below it tomorrow and goes red, that right there can be your stop loss. Minimal risk, massive reward. RSI, it's fair. Stochastic, it's fair. Bulls are low, bears are high. So again, the vortex does say we have more bullish momentum potential to go up. But all the other indicators say it's just fair. But again, indicators are just going to be the icing on the cake. What really matters to me is the actual technical analysis. And above 15 bucks and some change, CNX has no life. That's a wedge up. I want to see it break down. I love what I see. I'd watch just it for sure. Next is CONN. I loved CONN. One, for this uptrend that was absolutely riveting. And then two, this consolidation was again pretty sick. It broke down, which is great because I want to go short here again. The resistance trend, extremely consistent. 5 solid hits. This is looking like a descending triangle minus this spot, which is already a good sign to see it overreacting to earnings, right? It doesn't like that. It's coming down. POC is gravitational. We could risk 3.5% to hopefully make about 12 here. If it breaks down farther, whoop-de-doo, even better. This is a nice descending triangle with one break already. Very strong resistance trend, very strong resistance. It has no life. It's already fighting, not doing well up here anyways. If it's me, easy short, low risk. And if it does break down farther, being 22, you'll have a great old time nonetheless. CONN, I love it. Let's check the indicators. Let's see what's happening. If we lose the 10 tomorrow or the next day, that's your first sign of it really starting to collapse here. And again, there's a bunch of 10 cross unders that lead to just 4, 5, 6 easy percent. Once you lose the 50, it's for sure done. And under the 200, it's really good to go. So waiting for a 10 cross is fine here. Overbought, bulls high, bears low. Easy short. And again, you're not risking too much. You wait for the markets tomorrow morning to kind of open up and see what they're doing. But CONN here, easy short. There's no life right here. I love what I see. I watch this, especially if you're bearish in the market right now. Next is DELL Technologies. I myself have a Lenovo because they're better, but Dell's still fine. But all those stupid commercials that they came where it's like, I got a Dell. That guy, I wonder how he's doing. Is he okay, you think? I don't know. That guy was it. That guy in the sprint guy who was like, you there? That guy. Remember that? Those were crazy commercials. And Gusher commercials, those were cool too. DELL, a great channel up. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solid hits. Already showing some life here. Would I love buying in here with the risk? Not really. If anything, this shows that I made this watch list when DELL was right here this morning, and you should have bought in earlier, or again, join the Discord. It's really up to you. I think it's a great support play. I think it's a really good trend line play. And hopefully there's going to be a EMA line to cross over here. Let's check it out. It's a very simple play to look at. Just a nice bullish setup. There you go. So this is how you play. This is our only momentum play of the day so far right here. What do I mean? With the 10 EMA line being right there, I want to go long. If we cross that tomorrow and we hold, keyword, if we hold over the 10, if it wicks up and comes down, it doesn't count. See how it wicked up and didn't count here? That's what I'm talking about. If tomorrow wicks over the 10 and comes back down, patience. If it goes over and holds, you can then use that 10 EMA line as your stop loss area. I'd probably just use the bottom of this candle and probably go for like 54.80. And so let's say it wicks up tomorrow to like $56 even. I can then risk about 2%, which is fine, to hopefully make about, for a full move, 12. That's okay here, right? So you can play up the momentum. We also have a good value because, again, bar size at 40, that's fine. Stochastic's a bit overbought. That's a bit concerning. But again, that makes sense. It's showing some life here. It'll probably go up, retest the 10, then take off. But bulls are low, bears are high. Overall, DELL, it's a fine company. Check semiconductors, check their sales, check consumer cyclical, make sure it's doing fine. But if DELL is looking good, and I think it looks like a fine play here, I would go along with the momentum. I do love what I see. DELL, I'd watch list it. Overall for a bullish stock, it looks really good. For our short of the day, I think it's our last one, is EXTN. They had some big deal the other day that had bought some company and ran up like 65%. Look, this is not sustainable. If I were to go to the 10-year chart, this thing just been careening lower and lower and lower ever since. This means nothing to me. All this means to me is an opportunity to short. When a stock does this like it did here, it ran up 39%, it then dropped 14. It ran up here 40% and then dropped like 60? I mean, it does this, runs up and it comes down. It runs up and it comes down. It's showing life right here. This is fine. You'd say, oh, it's making a bull flag. No, it looks stupid. It's a really great 1, 2, 3, 4 lower lows, lower highs. This thing just keeps going lower. If it wants to run up more tomorrow, 4 or 5%, fantastic. Send it my way. Sure, this resistance is not breaking. Sure, our next one's right about here, right? If it pulls up to about $5, you're risking 2 or 3% to hopefully make about 25 or 30%. Easy short. Again, you need to do extra due diligence in the fundamentals of why this company ran like this. But overall, a very easy short. This is unsustainable. I love what I see. When it comes to our indicators, when it crosses beneath the 10, what happens? Crash, 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 crash. Like over here is a shorter's dream. Oh my goodness, look at that. Right, the whole entire way. So if we lose the 10, which would give up about 9%, I wouldn't wait for. I'm sure tomorrow it's going to go up a little bit more. This will go up just like this. This will go up like that. And as this kind of goes on, it'll get closer. A 10 cross in a few days makes sense. Otherwise, it just shows we're overbought. Our side's overbought. Stochastic overbought. Bulls are the top. Bears at the bottom. This is unsustainable, right? Unless this company got some mega deal and won the lottery, EXTN to me cannot be up here for that much longer. It's a very easy short. If the markets are red tomorrow, this bad boy should hopefully bleed with it. EXTN, love what I see. It's unsustainable. I want to see it in the dirt. Lastly is TELL. TEL. I played TELL before because it had this gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous ascending triangle, which we had plenty of after the recovery. It went kerchoo, had a good old time, and now we're kind of resetting this pattern here. I don't really see a pattern here. Sure, maybe it's a broadening wedge, maybe it's whatever. All I see is a nice trend line, old support spot, old resistance becoming support here, and it's showing some life forming a bottom here. I think for TELL, I want to get in maybe 1.5%, 2% lower. I would be willing to be patient for that, to really lower my risk. Again, 2% for a full move about 8 or 9 here. Looks really good. I would be patient. I'm sitting on my hands waiting for the perfect value because, again, some other plays have better risk versus reward right here. But overall, great trend up, great value overall, great, bullish setup. I love what I see. Let's check the indicators together. A 10 cross is too far away from me. It's almost 1/5 my profit. I don't want to wait for that. If it does, in fact, like take its time here and this price goes sideways, the EMA line kind of does this, then we can be in business for a crossover. But right here, it's just far away, showing me that we have value. We definitely have value because RSI is low, stochastic is low, and again, bulls are low, bears are high. Sure, TELL could be 1.5% lower to be perfect. But right here, it looks really good. I do love what I see. TEL, I'd watch this. It looks fantastic. There you guys have it. I appreciate y'all being here the whole entire episode. I'm sure it's like 5 of you, but hey, to the 80 of you who watched the whole thing, you a real one. Again, in this market, make sure you're going long, going short, or again, even better, if you're nervous, don't do nothing. Right? No one's making you trade. This is not a job, right? The employee mindset of like, hey, I gotta do something every single day. You don't gotta trade every single day, sweet baby angel. Read a book, which I never do, but audiobooks are pretty sick. Do that. Journal. Go back and look at old trades. Watch videos. There's plenty of stuff you can do instead of trading to get better. This video is a great example of that. With that being said, have a good rest of your guys' day. It's only Tuesday. Damn. We'll see you guys later this week for more episodes. Thanks again. Bye.